Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel again. Hey, I am still at Hawaii. I'm going to spin the camera around. Now this is a public park that's kind of right in the the main drag area of Kona, Kailua. I'm just going to kind of spin around here so you can kind of see it. You can't really see, but there's a main kind of a tourist area here. And but this is a public park, and it's Class G airspace. So we're going to take off here. We're going to have the drone over the ocean and just kind of show you around a little bit, see if we can get some aerial shots of the area here. So let's quit messing around. Let's get this bird in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recorder started, and you can see the little drone there sitting on the pad. Let's take a quick look at that safety menu just to make sure. I'm going to leave that return to home altitude set at 40 meters. Return to home in optimal, of course. It is not asking for any calibrations. We're set at max altitude, 120 meters, and we'll take a quick look at the battery. We're good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and start recording now. Okay, nothing left to do but take off here. Let's do an automated takeoff on the app.
Takeoff.
We'll run this guy up to, let's go up to the 7 meters that DJI asked for, and we'll see if we can get a precision landing when we come back. Right at 7 meters, what do you know? Okie dokie. Let's drop it down a little bit, and I think I can aim it out here where we're not going to be, I need to adjust it a little bit here so that we are not over the top of anybody. And I can get you a, here, let me drop that camera down. I didn't realize I had that camera looking up so far. Okie dokie, reverse it up now, reverse and up. And you can see where we're at here, in between the trees. I got a nice shady spot to stand in. We're not going to go too terribly high here because we don't need to. We're just past the breakers and out in the water. And this is a, we'll get back in a little closer. This is a public park here that I just happened to see on the map. We were kind of downtown. We had some lunch. We hit a couple farmers markets, etc. Looking around. They had some Hawaiian canoe races earlier. Sadly, we just missed those, but let me just kind of go sideways across this park. And this is just a little county park, and it's kind of weird. It's right in the middle of everything, but it's hard to see. I just happened to see a little sign that said beach access. It looks like it could be private property, but it's not. It's a public beach. So that's where we pulled, or yeah, public beach, public park. So that's where we pulled in. What does this say on the side of this building here? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that must be a restaurant, Papa Kona. Yeah, everything as you would expect. A lot of things have Kona in the name here. So let's kind of go out here, and I can show you kind of where they were doing the canoe races. And Sarah and I walked out over the edge of the pier, but unfortunately it was just getting over with. So let's head on out there. Yeah, so I just was looking to see if there's any boats in the water here. I see some off in the distance there. But if you see that pier right there, you're going to see a bunch of canoes, Hawaiian canoes on the pier, and they had canoe races, and evidently it had just gotten over with when we walked up. So yeah, pretty much all gone. I'm not going to get too close. There's a lot of people in that area, so we're going to keep our distance. But just kind of wanted to show you what it was. Maybe we can, I'm going to zoom in here and show you what these racing canoes look like. And they had whole crews that get on them. They strap them together, and they all had single paddles. But again, sadly, we missed the race itself. So which wasn't any good. But what you see off in the distance there is kind of the main, I don't know, I guess you'd call it the tourist area of Kailua Kona. That's where all the tourists hang out, I can tell you that. I didn't see this little inlet here. This looks like I'm sure that's a private club. Is this a golf course? Hang on here. Maybe, but that's kind of cool, isn't it? No, that's, what is it? No, that's not a golf course, but it sure appears to be some sort of a resort, I would guess, or a private club. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I see some tennis courts and so forth over there. So I'm going to point you towards, oh yeah, there's a, yeah, okay, that is another public park right there. See the baseball fields, etc. And if you look off in the distance there, you're going to see what looks like an airfield. Well, it is the old Kona airfield. And I flew there the other day, and that is in Class G airspace, but they turned it into a big park and a big beach area. So it's pretty cool. And the new airport, I'm going to see if I can center off. It's way off in the distance there, but we're well out of their airspace, and we're in Class G airspace here. And again, here is the pier, the Kona Pier. I don't know what you call it, but we'll kind of get down, drop some altitude here, and give you a look. There are some historical things here too. Let's see if we can take a look. If you see kind of in the center of the screen there, there's a church steeple. That is a church that was established in the 1800s. And the building in the foreground there with the green roof is a palace. And I cannot, even if I had the name in front of me, I doubt I could pronounce it. But I'll put it up on screen so that you can see it. But it's a museum and kind of a historic palace there. But let's just do kind of a slow scan around here, and you can see lots of restaurants, etc. That restaurant that is right in the center of screen right now is called the Fish Hopper. Sarah and I have not eaten there yet. We've been wanting to. We heard it's pretty good. So let's just kind of scroll around here and give you another look from the other side at the pier. And you can see the sun off in the distance there. Let's head out to sea a little bit. And maybe we can kind of do an orbit around some of these boats out here. And they're not that far out there. And I don't know if they were maybe part of the canoe race, you know, I mean, I don't know, you know, some kind of judging, or did they race around there and come back? I don't know. I wish I'd have seen it. I wish I'd have been paying closer attention. But I can't, yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like a sailboat, but no sails furled. And then this next one right here, that definitely looks like a tourist boat to me, right? They could be snorkeling there or something for all I know. That's a possibility. But that's definitely some kind of a, I would say, what's that say on the side? Let's get closer. See if we can see what it says. Body glove. So I'm going to say that was definitely part of the racing here. I'm willing to bet Body Glove had a big kind of a tent set up, so I'm willing to bet that was part of the program out here today. Let's see what else I saw some other boats out here. Let's see what we can see. See what we got here. Well, that's just the beauty of a drone like this. This little Mini 4 is just a dream on, you know, these kind of situations. We're only about 9 meters off of our takeoff point, so I mean, so we're not that terribly far off of the. Yeah, again, this definitely looks like a tour boat of some kind, and it looks like it's moored there to an anchorage, but that definitely looks like a tour boat. If I'm a betting man. And this looks like some kind of a catamaran here. Or no, trimaran, I guess, huh? 3 hulls, I would guess. Or pontoons? I don't know what you boat guys are going to have to tell me. But it's pretty cool looking, I can tell you that. Look at that. Got a big sail on there. Yeah, a few boat guys can tell me what that is, but I can tell you it looks pretty sleek, and I'll bet it goes pretty fast too. Just kind of do an orbit around here and take a quick look. Yeah, so it looks like that's a paddle deal too, because look, there's the little pods where the little seats where they sit in and paddle. So that's definitely, I would say that's a canoe then. That's just one of the paddle canoes, only kind of hot rodded up a little bit. Okay, let's move back and give you another look at the at Kona and Kailua Kona. And you can see, I think I showed you this building the other day. It always looked like a cruise ship to me. But let's just go back in and take a run along the shore here and just show you what the shore. It's a pretty rugged shoreline here. So, kind of cool. Yeah, that circular, I was flying over that, or on this side of that the other day from a different park. But that is definitely a resort of some kind. There's so many resorts here. We've been to some, I mean, some of them are pretty ritzy. Let me just tell you that. Some of them are definitely the other half. But again, I'm always just amazed by the shoreline, the rocky shoreline, and of course, it's all volcanic, right? These were all lava flows that came down at one point. But God, look at that water. Let's get down low where we can look at the turquoise blue water. That is just stunning to me. Very nice. Now let's keep coming back this way. And that is, if I can pronounce it right, Hawai'i Drive right there. And that's kind of the main drag, or well, not one of the main drags that kind of goes through kind of the touristy area. And in fact, the hotel we're at, resort that we're at, the Worldmark Resort, Wyndham Worldmark Resort, is just the other direction that I'm traveling now, a couple of miles down the road. But this is definitely the tourist area right here, where you have lots of tourists. Although it was kind of funny, we looked in some of the shops. In fact, we had lunch at here's a kind of another little cool park that I didn't notice before. Check. That's the thing, they hide these little beach parks. The county does a good job here. They hide these little beach parks in areas like this. God, what a cool spot. And there's not anybody there either, it doesn't look like. Let's see if we can see anything in the tidal pools down here. That's a great shot right there. There's a shot, giving you a reveal. And the interesting thing about Hawaii is every place you go from the shore is up, right? You're always going up to Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea, the two volcanoes. And here we are back at Papakona's, right where we started. Let's see if we can get down lower here. 54% battery. I'm always amazed at the battery life on this Mini 4. You can just pretty much do whatever you want with it and have plenty of battery power. But yeah, little sandy beach area here. And I'm sitting on that wall right there. Right over there. Turn sideways here, make sure we don't fly into something. And of course, with obstacle avoidance on this drone, you're not going to, so that's pretty cool. What have we here? So a lot of I was surprised to see some of this stuff boarded up, and I expected, yeah, see, this is all abandoned right here. Look at this. We can go over the top of this. Yeah, this is all abandoned. There's nobody here. Look at how boarded up that is. That's always makes me sad when I see stuff like that. Bet you that was a going concern at one point. It's one of the things that I did kind of notice was I felt like there should be more activity in some of the shops and so forth, and there really wasn't. So I was really thought there'd be more people out and about. Okay, we're kind of not above anything here, but I can show you. This allows me to kind of show you that that main drag. Let's just grab some altitude so we can look down. So that these buildings right kind of in front of us here, that's a little kind of an active little shopping center. But even that, about half of those were closed up, right? You could see that there had been businesses in a lot of the storefronts, and they were all closed. And we'll just kind of give you a look around here. Kona Inn, that's the name of that little storefront. And this little circular thing here, we didn't walk by there, so I'm not sure what that is. But on the other side, that opposite corner, there's a little farmer's market over there. And we were at that farmer's market early today. So tell you what I'm going to do. I think we should kind of head out and head towards out to the ocean and try a little return to home. And let's see if this guy will do a precision landing for us. What do you think? Let's head on out. Head down the ocean here a ways. Let's head out over the Wild Blue. Let's head straight out over the Pacific. There's those two boats we looked at earlier. At least I think that's, yeah, those are the ones. Let's head into the sun. Now there's a shot right there, isn't it? The sun glistening off the water. Is that beautiful or what? And we're at about 12 meters per second here, so we're doing pretty good. Okie dokie. At 40% battery, I'm going to hit return to home. Let's do it on the, I'm going to do it on the app, on the controller. Not on the controller, on the app. That's what I meant to say. On the Fly app. Return to home, and here it is. It's kicking around. And we'll just see if that sucker will land on the, if it'll get us on the landing pad here. We gave it a good look, so I'm hoping we can get a precision landing. And again, shooting in 4K 60 frames per second. Let me get my camera fired up here. The action camera, so you guys can see it as it comes down. And yeah, coming on down. That's me dropping the camera down. And you can see we're kind of right on the edge of a little ledge here. So if it looks like it's going to miss, I'll move it. But we'll see. Yeah, it's not there, is it? Yep, I hit pause. No point in messing around here. So let's move it back. I really overshot there. It was kind of sticky there for a second. But I don't know if you can hear, there's a bunch of motorcycles revving their engines and so forth. So let's bring it down here and bring it back over the pad. I'm just in normal mode. Let me see if I can get it on there in normal mode. Nah, I'm gonna have to put it in cinema mode. It just moves it too far. See if we can get it over the center. Left stick straight down. Landing mode, and there it is on the pad. So didn't do much for precision landing there, but we did our best. Okay, let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, the little DJI Mini 4 Pro, you kind of got to see kind of the main touristy part of Kailua Kona. Really cool that we found this little park. So yeah, just a little bit of a tour. Always impressed by the little DJI Mini 4 Pro. Just is an amazing little drone. We were shooting in 4K 60 there. I guess that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I so appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, we're gonna see you on the next one. Bye now. Or I should have said aloha.